Hey teachers, this is Clifford and welcome to my web series, ACDC For Teachers. Week after week, these videos are going to talk about different aspects of my teaching philosophy: active learning, cooperative learning, discovery learning, and community. ACDC. Today, the focus is on active learning and getting students to buy in. Think of the last assignment that you just gave students to complete. How much of that content will students be using for the rest of their life? Very few of our students are going to become poets, or historians, or chemists, or economists. And the only people that use linear algebra every single day are algebra teachers. Students will not be using the content that we're learning in our classroom every day for the rest of their life. Let's just face it, okay? So we have to ask ourselves, what do we want students to really know? Answering this question honestly is the first step to getting students to buy in. In most cases, what we really want students to learn is not content, it's skills. I'll show you what I mean. Here's a list of things I hear students say all the time on my campus. They hate math, they hate English, they hate history, they hate all these different classes. For each one of these, I have a translation of what it really means when students say they hate these different subjects. So when a student says, I hate math, what they're really trying to say is, I hate problem solving and I hate learning from my mistakes. That's all math is, right? It's problem solving. It's doing procedures and figuring out if you made a mistake. That's a key skill they absolutely need to know. So it doesn't matter what they're doing in life, they need problem solving skills. They actually don't hate math. Students that say, I hate English are really trying to say, I hate reading and effectively communicating with other people. If they say, I hate science, they're trying to say, I hate thinking objectively and figuring out how things work. I hate history means I hate knowing who I am and how I got here. Saying I hate foreign language is like saying I hate other cultures and I hate learning a new skill to get me a better job someday. Saying I hate PE is like saying I hate being healthy. And ultimately, a student who says I hate school is really trying to say I hate working hard, staying focused, multitasking, and applying skills that'll decrease the likelihood that my life will suck. And that's really sad. The students who hate school the most are the ones who need school the most, but they see school as content and homework and assignments, not as skills to be learned that'll improve their life. The point is to get students to buy in and learn that content. We have to convince them that the skills are important. Now let's talk about strategies to get students to buy in. Strategy number one is to sell it. Think about the subjects that you teach. Can you give me a one-sentence sales pitch of why I should even care about your class? Can you do it for the unit that you're currently teaching? Can you do it for the lesson that you taught yesterday? If you teach English, you gotta sell English. If you teach science, you gotta sell science to your students. They're not going to buy in if you don't sell it. Strategy number two is more specific. What do most teachers do the very first day of school? Most teachers go over the syllabus. They go over the rules of the class, what the students can do and they can't do, and it's boring. Think about it. Students just got back from summer and they're going from class to class talking about grading systems and bathroom pass policies. No, not me. I want to teach the very best lesson I possibly can the first day. I'm going to do something engaging, something exciting, something that makes them want to show up the next day. And I'm going to show them why the skills they're going to learn in my class are going to need for the rest of their life, right? The syllabus can wait. Strategy number three, and the most important way to get students to buy into your class, is to never, ever give busy work. Imagine if your principal came to you and said, I want you to videotape every one of your lessons and submit a 5-page reflection on your teaching at the end of the week, every week of the year. Would this improve your teaching? Well, yeah, probably the first 3 or 4 times you did it, it would. But after that, it would become a burden, and eventually you just give up, and it would take away all your excitement for learning and growing as a teacher. And you would never follow that principal's policies ever again. You would never buy in. And it's the same way with our students. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't give homework assignments. What I'm saying is don't give extra work that's busy work. If the students can demonstrate their understanding with only 15 questions, then don't assign 30. If that worksheet or packet that you used last year is kind of a filler that doesn't really help students learn more concepts, then don't give it to the students. Assignments, and especially homework, are designed to help students practice essential skills and content. If you don't assign enough, then students won't have the opportunity to learn and grow. But if you assign too much, students are going to get frustrated and burn out, and they're never going to buy into your class. The solution is to reflect on the purpose of each assignment and to make sure that you never give busy work. Also, the most important thing, make sure to tell the students. Actually, on Monday, go to the students and say, listen, I will never ever give you busy work. Everything I assign this class is going to help you learn key content and skills that you're going to need. If you stick with that, students are going to buy in. Hey, thanks for watching. What do you do to get students to buy into your classroom? Make sure to leave a comment below. The next episode of ACDC for Teachers is going to talk about cooperative learning and ways to get students to work with their partners, okay? Till next time.